right, we're back for more multiplication, and we are going to start with partial products. And I'm going to do it with the traditional algorithm to transition you from partial products to the traditional algorithm, so you can see how they work together. Okay, so if you will take this first number and always write it going down. So I'm going to do 30 plus 5. Remember, you don't have to do it this way. It's just easier for me to multiply by tens and hundreds, so I always do it in expanded form. Then we're going to take 23, and I'm going to write it going across. So I'm going to say 20 plus 3, okay? Now I'm going to start. Remember, I'm going to multiply everything in this row times 30. So I'll say 30 times 20, because 20 is above that column. Base fact, 3 times 2 is 6, and I'm going to make it 100 times larger. And then I'm going to do 30 times 3. 30 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, and make it 10 times bigger, okay? Then I'm going to also go down to the bottom now and do my 5 times everything in this row. So in this column is 20, so I'm going to say 5 times 20, base fact, 5 times 2 is 10, make it 10 times bigger. And then here, 5 times 3, which is 15. Now let me show you something. I'm going to take my partial products and add them going down this time. So 600 plus 100 is 700. And 90 plus 15 plus 15 is 105. Now let me show you something. In the traditional algorithm, we go ones to the ones. So 5 times 3 is 15. Let me put this in a house for us. I'm going to carry my 1 up top, just like when you're adding, you carry to the next place value. Then I'm going to say ones to the tens. 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 more would be 10. Do you see something? Yeah, this is my partial product right here. Notice they are the same. Okay, now I'm going to put a 0 as my placeholder, because now I'm going to mosey on over to the 10. So everything I'm going to do is times 10 more. So I'm not really saying 2 times 5, I'm really saying 20 times 5, okay? So let me get rid of this because I'm done with it. I've already added it in. That's how I got my 105. So now I'm going to go tens to the ones. So I'm going to say, let me get a different color so you can see it a little easier. I'm going to say 2 times 5. Well, 2 times 5 is 10. But remember, I'm really saying 20, because this is in the tens. I'm saying 2 tens times 5, which is 100. So that's why I'm going to carry this 1 here, and I'm going to end up in that hundreds place. Okay, then I'm going to say tens to the tens, so 2 times 3, but remember, I'm really saying 20 times 30, okay? So 2 times 3 is 10, one more, is 6, one more is 7. So it gives me 700. Look here, there's my other partial product. Now I'm going to add these together, and that gets me 805. Let me add these together, and that also gets me 805. So you can see how these coincide together, that my partial products are the same in the traditional algorithm as they are over here. So let's do another one. And let's do them side by side so you can kind of see how this works again. Now remember, we always want to write, for this to work, this number to go down, excuse me, and this number to go across. So I'm going to do 20 plus 6, 40 plus 2. Let me work this out. 20 times 40. Hopefully you are very good at this by now. Hopefully it's very easy for you because we have done it so many times. And then let's go to the bottom, multiply everything times 6. 6 times 4 is 24, so this is 240. And 6 times 2 is 12. Remember, I'm going to add my partial products going down, so this is 52. And I like this because it's just a little easier for you to add that way too. Okay, so let's check ourselves out. Okay, so let's go in our little house. We're going to go ones to the ones. So 6 times 2 is 12. 2 times 2 is 4. One more is 5. Notice my partial product, okay? Now let me drop my 0 to hold my place, because remember, I'm moseying on to the tens now, so I'm not just saying 4 times 6, I'm really saying 40 times 6. So 40 times 6 is 240, so I'm going to put my 4 in the tens and carry this over for my hundreds. And the moment, and I'm going to say 4 times 2, which is 8, 2 more is 10, and that gives me 1,040. There's my other partial product. Add them together. I get 1,092. Let me add these together, and I also get 1,092. So that's how these work together. Okay, now let's step down, and I'm gonna get rid of this for a moment. This is the way I want you to check yourself though, because you should be really familiar with this partial product. So when we start doing the algorithm, I want you to check yourself by doing the partial product, okay? Here's my steps if you need them to kind of help you jive through this. So I'm gonna put it in a house, my tens and my ones. First, I'm gonna go ones to the ones. So 6 times 4 is 24. So I'm saying 6 times 4, which is first, and that gets me 24. Okay. Then I'm gonna say 6 times 3. Now remember, 6 times 3 is 18, but this is really this is really 3 tens. So I'm really saying 6 times 30, and that gets me 180. So 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20. Add my 2. And I get 204. Let me add these two together. 4, 8 plus 2 is 10. Oh look, I got the same thing. So this is a good way to check yourself, okay? Okay, now I'm gonna drop my 0. Remember, that's my placeholder. I'm gonna get rid of this now because I'm done with it. Now I'm moseying over and I'm multiplying everything by 10 because I'm setting in the tens, okay? So I'm gonna say 5 times 4, but remember, that's really 50 times 4, which is 200. Let me set that up. And I'm gonna say 5 times 3, but I'm really saying 50 times 30, which is 1,500. So this is 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17. Let me add this up. Let's see if we get the same thing. Okay, now I'm gonna add this up. So this would be 0, 0, 7. Oh, there it is, 1,700. So it worked out perfect. Okay, so let's look again. So I'm kind of just taking my partial products and writing them to the side to kind of help me mentally see where I'm going now. So let's do one more. 72 times 25. So let me set this up. Trying to get it where we have a little bit of both here. There you go, you can still see the steps now. Ones to the ones, so 5 times 2 is 10. I can write it over here if I need to. 2 times 5 is 10. Then I would say 7 times 5, which is 35, but remember that 7 is in the tens, so it's really 70 times 5. And I need to add one more, so this is going to be 36. Do not forget to add what you carry like I did. Then I'm going to take these two and I'm going to add these up. Those partial products gets me 360. Got it. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next step. So I did ones to the ones, ones to the tens. Now I'm going to put a 0 to hold my place, because remember, everything I'm doing now is multiplied by 10. So I'm going to say 2 times 2, which is 4. But remember, this is really 2 tens. I'm doing 20 times 2, which is 40. And then you see that right there. Now I'm going to do 2 times 7, which is 14. Running into my other problem. But I'm really saying 20 times 70, which is 1,400. Okay, let me add this up. 1,800. Uh-oh, what happened here? Let's see here. Oh, I didn't do my last one. Okay, so then if I add these two together, I get 1,440. I need to go back and add my 360. Oopsie. And there we go. Let me take my picture away a little bit so you can see. So you see that they match up. Okay, so this is a 2 by 2, and this is using our partial product to check our 2 by 2. So when you're ready for the 2 by 2 algorithm, here we go. And here's great ways to check it to make sure you did it right. You got this.